We're now about 10 minutes away from the start of this afternoon's commencement ceremony. Looks like we still have ample seating in the chairs. Help yourself to a chair and keep in mind that restroom facilities are directly behind the chairs. Once again, if you have family or friends who could not be here and who'd like to see a live stream of this ceremony, simply go to doane.edu, scroll down, and you can access the stream of this broadcast of this ceremony. We're about 2 minutes away from the start of this afternoon's commencement ceremony. If you're needing a chair, we have plenty over by the divider. Help yourself to a chair. Restroom facilities are directly behind you if you're on the floor. If you want bleacher seating, that's accessible on the west side, the large set of orange bleachers on the west side of the field house. Welcome, everybody, to Fred Biley Arena in Fuhrer Fieldhouse for this commencement ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we ask that you please stand for the processional and remain standing for the invocation and our national anthem.
President, Mr. Marshall.
Hello, everyone. I am Lori Cook Benjamin, Chief Academic Officer at Doane University. I want to welcome all graduates and your family and friends to our December celebration of graduation, as well as the faculty and staff who have helped you reach this important day. At this time, I ask Madison Brandenburg, class of 2022, to come forward for the invocation. Please remain standing, and gentlemen, we ask that you remove your caps for the invocation and national anthem.
Let us create a prayer together. This is a calling to those of all beliefs and identities to join together to set an intention for the ceremony. Let us acknowledge that we gather on the traditional lands of the Jewari, Pawnee, and Sioux peoples. We honor with gratitude the land itself and her stewards through the generations, as we strive to live in harmony with the earth and all living beings. Let us invite the holy into our celebration today. At the center of this gathered community dwells the sacred. We are the prayer, each of us. We welcome the many presences here, each person journeying from their own path and purpose to be with us. Spirit of ages and holy mystery, be present to us as we gather in celebration. Be with us in joyful greetings and in bittersweet farewells. I invite each of us to silently add a moment of prayer or reflection. And now let us bring our reflections or prayers to a close, each in our own way.
Please join in singing our national anthem.
Thank you. Please be seated. Now, will all veterans, as well as active members of all branches of the U.S. military, stand to be recognized? Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service, for your sacrifices, for protecting us, and for defending our rights. It is now my pleasure to introduce our president. Dr. Roger Hughes started in June 2021 as Doane University's lucky 13th president. A native of Crawford, Nebraska, he graduated in 1982 with a bachelor's degree in biology and physical education from what was then Doane College. During his undergraduate years, he was active as both a player and coach for the college's football and basketball teams. President Hughes continued his education, receiving his master's and doctorate degrees from the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Becoming president of Doane University had always been in the back of Dr. Hughes's mind. It only took him 40 years to fulfill this dream. Throughout the 40-year time period, Doane grew from a college to a university, and from a single campus in Crete to sites in Lincoln, Omaha, and online education. But the parts of Doane that President Hughes loved as a student remained and continue today to make the Doane difference. Our students, our excellent faculty and staff, and our committed alumni. Please help me welcome Doane University President, Dr. Roger Hughes.
Thank you, Lori. Please join me in extending a big thank you to the Plymouth Brass Ensemble for playing our commencement today, and also Madison Brandenburg for leading us in today's invocation. Welcome, everyone, to the annual winter commencement of Doane University. Before I introduce our featured speaker and proceed with the graduation ceremony, we are joined today by 8 young scholars and leaders, and their families and champions join them as well. In 2021, in the middle of a global pandemic, these scholars stepped up, perhaps when it was easier to step down during difficult times, and delivered a powerful performance at Lincoln's annual Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Youth Rally. Their journey preparing for this event while they were still students at Belmont Elementary was captured in the documentary We Will Not Be Silent, a story about hope and inspiration. That documentary went on to be nominated for a regional Emmy Award. How many middle school students do you know can say they have the words Emmy nominated on their resumes? Mohammed Sabiel, one of those scholars, has said that he hopes those who watch the documentary will feel, quote, motivated to change the world, that there's no age limit to changing the world, end quote. To all of these scholars here today, you are proof that there is no age limit on being a difference maker. There is no age limit on changing the world, and that's why today I am proud to formally offer you a full tuition scholarship to Doane University. You are members of the inaugural class of the Belmont 8 Scholars Program that started with your inspiration. This college pathway program, named in your honor, recognizes your academic and community achievements and celebrates your family's hard work and support. Over the next years, we're excited to work in partnership to help you successfully prepare for college, and we'll be cheering you on when you graduate from college right from this stage. When I call your name, will you please stand to be recognized with your family? Evelyn Ungary. Alejandra Marino. Mohammed Sabiel. Javon Payne. Kennedy Brassard. Alex Morse. Lyra Clay. And Peyton Crane. This scholarship program is built by various dedicated and visionary leaders who came together inspired by the Belmont 8. Will you please stand as we recognize and thank you for your contributions? Pete Ferguson was the scholar's advisor during the Martin Luther King Youth Rally and LPS Coordinator of Culture, Inclusion, and Scholarly Development. He was featured in the documentary. Bobby Ehrlich, the Scholars Belmont Elementary teacher, who was also featured in the documentary. Dr. Marilyn Johnson Farr, the Dwight E. Porter Professor of Education here at Doane. Luis Sotelo, Vice President for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion and Government Relations. And Dr. Lori Cook Benjamin, Chief Academic Officer. Please join me in recognizing these visionaries for their contributions. Graduating Doane students, thank you for allowing me to share some of your special day with these future Doane alumni and their families. We gather here on our Crete campus to celebrate the monumental achievement, one that will change your and your family's lives. Through your hard work, perseverance, intellectual accomplishments, you have earned your doctorate, specialist, master's, bachelor of arts, bachelor's of science, and bachelor's of science in nursing. We hope your Doane experience has exceeded your expectations. Your very presence here as a graduate speaks to your self-sacrifice, your work ethic, your intellectual acuity, and the fact you learned that success can't be achieved without failure, and that greatness can't be achieved if you are satisfied. You learned this because at Doane, we build leaders, and we've been doing it for 150 years and better than anyone in the state. No leader is successful by themselves. Every successful leader has a team behind them who supported, nurtured, kicked them in the seat of the pants when they needed some motivation, or picked them up after failure, gave you the hug and the encouragement needed to start again. To those who provided that support, to one of today's graduates, thank you so much for your investment and a special welcome to you for being here. We are honored to have you all here as part of our celebration. I'm honored today to introduce today's commencement speaker, Doane Adams. Doane is originally from Pine Bluff, Arkansas, and is a former University of Nebraska standout football player. He played an instrumental role in helping the Huskers win a Big 12 Conference Championship in 1999 and helped lead the Huskers to a 2002 Rose Bowl appearance where Nebraska played Miami for the national championship. He also spent time in the NFL, CFL, and Arena Leagues as well. As a first-generation student, Doane received his bachelor's degree from the University of Nebraska in political science with minors in English, history, communications, ethnic and African studies. And he went on to receive his master's degrees in educational psychology and is currently pursuing his doctorate at the University of Nebraska. Doane is currently serving as the CEO of Teammates Mentoring, which was started by co-founders Tom and Nancy Osborne in 1991. Doane currently resides in Lincoln and spends his spare time as a motivational speaker. In 2011, he started his business, the name of it, The Game Plan, Ready, Set, Perform. He travels the country motivating others to be winners in life. Doane's motto is, once you see where you're going, everything must correlate to where you're going. Please join me in welcoming Doane Adams.
Today I want to start this pep talk the same way that I want to close this pep talk, with a quote from Bill Maxwell. Leaders don't create followers. Leaders create leaders. And as President Hughes just mentioned, we are standing on a campus that is all about building leaders. I want to start off by recognizing our incredible faculty, staff, for the tremendous example of leadership, their dedication, their commitment, by using their role to be role models so that our students, traditional and non-traditional, can have the muscle so that they can be able to be competitive, to be team players, and to be resilient in this game called life. Parents, will you please help me thank and recognize these incredible leaders up here? Now I hear that December graduations are a quiet group, so I'm gonna ask, we can do a better job than that. Let's try that again. To the parents, guardians, relatives, I want to thank you all for being those cheerleaders for the students who we would be recognizing today. You've been more than just fans, because we all know that sometimes fans can be very conditional. I hate to bring up the Huskers, but you know, we've seen a lot of conditional situations in fans. But the difference between a fan and a cheerleader is that cheerleaders are trained and conditioned to still cheer for their home team on an unconditional basis. Whether their team is winning or losing, whether they're on top or on the bottom, whether they're doing their best or doing their worst, cheerleaders are still cheering for their home team, saying, "You can do it. I believe in you. Don't give up." And I'm pretty sure there are a lot of students, a lot of faculty, a lot of non-traditional adults, because of the cheer leadership of those that are here today. They would not be here today. So I want you to give yourself a loud round of applause for your cheer leadership. Now to the leaders, because today is a transition where you go from being a student to being a leader. Maybe you were already considered a leader because maybe you are currently in a leadership position, but now you have a little bit more muscle to demonstrate more leadership. I see leadership like muscle. And I go back when I was a kid, when I first started lifting weights. And I still remember that first muscle I got on my chest. And I looked at my dad and I said, "Dad, look at what I can do." And I could, move my pec muscles. And my dad said, "That's great. Now what are you gonna do with that muscle?" And I didn't know what that meant until I started playing sports. And then I continued to lift weights in a weight room, and I had a little bit of speed. And I thought I was somebody. But those coaches would say the same thing that my father would say. "That's great, Doane Adams, but what are you going to do with that on the field?" And as life goes on, and I had an opportunity to play football at University of Nebraska, play a little bit of football in the Canadian Football League, NFL, AFL, and now every day it's like playing a game. And although I've received a bachelor's degree and a master's, and one day I'll finish that PhD, but the question always comes up, regardless of the academic achievement or being a leader for the Teammates Mentoring Program. And that question is, that's great, Doane, but what are you going to do with it? You see, all of you will be receiving an opportunity today, an additional opportunity. But my question to you is, what will you do with that opportunity? That opportunity to demonstrate your leadership, that opportunity to have a little bit more muscle so that you can be ready and set for your future. Because life is like a game. And there are three things that I want to share with you today that will help you to understand the power of your post-secondary education, but most importantly, what it means to be a leader. And I do want to emphasize that there is power in attaining a four-year education. It is a game changer. And if it wasn't for my post-secondary education, I would have not had the opportunities to be a leader, to serve, and to understand what it takes to be a winner in this game called life. And I understand that society is now shifting, and we are being influenced by everything that we see, read, and hear on social media and on the news. But never underestimate the muscle of a 4-year degree, which is why I want to applaud Doane University for giving these young men and women the opportunity to have that muscle in the future so you too can be winners in this game called life. But what does it take to be a winner and a leader? The first thing, you have to be competitive. You have to be competitive. Because when you transition from being a student to being a leader, remember that your competition is not the person that's sitting to the left of you, nor is it that person sitting to the right of you. Your competition as a leader will be that individual that you look at in the mirror every single day. And you have to face that individual because that individual is your opponent. Sometimes they will be on your side, but sometimes they may want you to question your strengths. They may want you to focus on your weaknesses. They may remind you of things that are wrong with you. They may remind you of things that you can't do. But when you are competing against yourself, because every day is you versus you have to answer this question. Today, will I give my best effort or will I give my best excuse? Because the only way that you can be a winner in this game called life with your leadership, it's about giving your best effort in spite of the conditions, the things that are out of your control, the time, the energy, and the hard work that you have put in to get you here today. You must continue that same effort as a leader. Life will provide you many reasons to make you question, to come up with excuses as to how come you don't have leadership. Everyone has leadership, but the difference is how you use it. But remember, you win or lose by how you choose. Choose to compete each and every day by giving your best effort, not your best excuse. Which takes me to the second thing. Be a team player. Leadership is about relationships, and not just the relationships with people that think like you, look like you, act like you, come from the same background as you. But leadership is about building relationships with all people from different backgrounds, different experiences. It's about being inclusive. Because they say that we are products of our environment, and if that is true, we are living in an environment that tells us to focus on me. Me, me, me. But Doane University, they have trained and conditioned you to put we over me. That's leadership. Doane University is about building leaders. And leaders don't create followers. Leaders create leaders. And so today, as you make this transition with a little bit more muscle, from being a student to a leader, although it is true what they say, that we are products of our environment, but in leadership, I believe that environments will become products of our leadership. Continue to use your role to be a role model in everything that you do. So when you are on your social media, lead by example. Understand that you are always a walking resume. Because life sometimes only gives you one chance. And sometimes it's that one poor choice that can mess up all of the hard work that you have worked for to be leaders. Because remember, you win or lose by how you choose. But going back to being a team player, remember that in this game called life, as you set goals, you heard it from President Hughes, leaders cannot be successful without the help of a team. Continue to surround yourself around mentors, around role models, Continue to lean on your amazing faculty and staff as you go further in life. Because life is about relationships, and so is leadership. And I would not be in the position that I am in today if it wasn't for the amazing relationships that I have built along the way. And my third thing, and final thing, is to be resilient. You know, as a kid who grew up in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, had a stutter, which meant that every week I was singled out of class and had to go outside of the building to go into a smaller building to work with a teacher to work on my speech. As a kid who was put in these special ed classes that didn't make me feel so special. A kid whose parents had me out of high school, and because they were so young, I had to be raised by my grandparents and my great-grandparents. And as a kid that wasn't as smart as others, wasn't as tall as others, wasn't as big as others, I had every reason to focus on my weaknesses, things that were wrong with me, things that I couldn't do, every excuse as to how I will never be a leader in this game called life. But I'm grateful of the mentors and positive role models in my life that helped me, trained me, and conditioned me to be resilient. They helped me to understand that positivity is not something that we try to be, but it is something that we must choose to be. You see, your attitude is always your choice. And so despite what's going on around us, we can never allow what is around us to get inside of us, to get the worst of us. We must continue to be the influencers. There's an opportunity for us to achieve that touchdown or the other goals that you set for yourself. It reminds me of the game of football. I play defense. I don't know how it feels like to get hit, but I hear it hurts. I was the one that did the hitting. But no matter how many times I would sack the quarterback, tackle the running back, hit that person who had that football in their hand, they would always get back up. And sometimes I would attempt to hit them harder and harder, but they were trained and conditioned to get back up. Because getting hit, getting tackled, getting knocked down, that's a part of the game. I am standing in front of you today because regardless of being a stutterer, I was trained and conditioned to get back up. I was trained and conditioned to be resilient, despite not being the smartest, despite not being the tallest or the biggest, despite sometimes feeling and focusing on my weaknesses. Instead, I chose to focus on my strengths. Instead of focusing on the things that were wrong with me, because of the great leaders in my life, I was trained to focus on what was right about me. Instead of dreading on the things that I couldn't do, because of the leaders in my life, they helped me to focus on what I could do. And that's what makes us leaders, is when we focus on our strengths, that is what helps us to get to our success. But what happens when you get knocked down with bad news? Are you going to quit? Are you going to give up? What happens when you get hit with discouragement? Will you make excuses? What happens when you get tackled with things that are out of your control? Will you give in, give up, and give out? As leaders, remember this: winners never quit, and quitters never win. Because you are receiving this additional muscle today, that doesn't mean that life will get easier. It simply means that you will get stronger. And my advice, once you see where you're going, then everything you do must correspond with where you're going. Let's not continue to be influenced, to be followers. But remember, leaders don't create leaders. Leaders don't create followers. Leaders create leaders. You will leave here today as an influencer to help others, shape others, to understand what it means to help others, to be positive, to have hope, to be engaged, but most importantly, to never give in, give up, and give out when life gets tough. Be competitive, be team players, and be resilient. When the going gets tough, that's when you, as a tiger, get tougher. Congratulations to all of the graduates today and the muscle that you will have. Go be a tiger and build more leaders so that our future generation will know exactly what it takes to be winners, because leadership is the #1 characteristic, and that's the game changer. So is this post-secondary degree. Thank you.
Doane, that was wonderful. And what's he going to do with it? Give us a great commencement address. Everyone, one more time, Doane Adams. Thank you. Graduates, it is now time for conferral of degrees. Will all the candidates who are to receive doctoral degrees please rise and remain standing. Dr. Hughes, on behalf of the faculty, I certify that the candidates who are present have completed all of their academic requirements and are entitled to receive their Doctor of Education degree today.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty, by vote of the Board of Trustees, and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Nebraska, I confer upon you the degree of Doctorate of Education, together with all the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
I would now like to introduce Dr. Timothy Fry, Dean of the College of Education.
All right, this is the part we've been waiting for. We'll now begin the Doctorate of Education degree. I will read the names and the dissertation titles and their dedications, and Dr. Kate Somerville, the director of the Doctor of Education program, will do the hooding. Ready? Colleen Diane Ballard, in absentia. Scott Eric Ekman. His dissertation, entitled Critical Incidents in the Sustainability of PBIS and School Districts Receiving the School Climate Transformation Grant. His dedication reads, "This is dedicated to my wife Michelle and daughters Ellie and Harper for their unwavering love and support throughout this journey." Congratulations. Andrew J. Havelka. His dissertation title, Exploring the Impact of Elementary Cross-Grade Student Advisory Programs. His dedication reads, "This dissertation is dedicated to my two children, Wesley and Isla. Believe in yourself and the value of education. Always strive to achieve your goals and know your mom and dad are proud of you." Gregory John Lamberty. His dissertation, entitled Looking for Grit, Teacher Perceptions of Grit in Students of Low Achievement. His dedication reads, "I dedicate this dissertation to my wife, Jamie, and our two children, Kale Ross Lamberty and Cora K. Lamberty. Your inspiration, encouragement, curiosity, patience, and support made this dream a reality. My hope is this dissertation journey serves as a reminder to Kale Ross and Cora K. about the importance of love, passion, and perseverance under any circumstance for the rest of your life." Ryan Rickenbaugh. Dissertation titled, The Leadership Paradigm, an Exploration of Principle, Practice, and Perspective. His dedication reads, "To my wife, Jolie, and three children, Harper, Landry, and Maury, you are my inspiration." Cindy Marie Scharf, in absentia. Amanda Lynn Wharton Hunt, her dissertation entitled Impact of Cross-Grade Level Instructional Rounds on the Social Competence of Students During the Preschool to Kindergarten Transition. Her dedication reads, starts with a quote by Amanda Gorman. "There is always light, if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it," end quote. I dedicate my dissertation to my family, who have always been my light along this journey. Dana Lee Weissman, dissertation entitled Building Sisterhoods, Female-to-Female Relationships in Education. Her dedication reads, "To my children, Cole Thomas, Kaylin Lee, and Cade Robert Weissman, may you continually seek new knowledge, always believe in yourself, have the tenacity to persevere, and find true happiness in your life's endeavors. I love you endlessly and am honored to be your mom." Congratulations to all the doctoral candidates.
Will all the candidates who are to receive graduate degrees please rise and remain standing? Dr. Hughes, on behalf of the faculty, I certify that the candidates who are present have completed all of their academic requirements and are entitled to receive their respective graduate degree today.
Upon recommendation of the faculty, by the vote of the Board of Trustees, and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Nebraska, I confer upon you the degree of Education Specialist, Masters of Education in Curriculum and Instruction, Masters of Arts in School Counseling, Master of Arts in Counseling, Master of Arts in Management, Master of Arts in Business Administration, Master of Science in Instructional Design and Technology, together with all the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities pertaining hereto.
Will all the candidates except for the education specialists please sit down? We now ask Dr. Cindy Gray, Director of the Education Specialist Program, to please come to the stage.
We will now begin the Education Specialist degree. I will read the names as Dr. Josh Fields, College of Education Adjunct Professor does the hooding. Alexandria Bruth. Danielle P. Beerbaum. Audrey Joy Brittle Andrews in absentia. Sean Michael Carlson. Mikhail S. Happ in absentia. Lisa Marie Hatch in absentia. Rachel Ann King. There's a reason I didn't pick that job. Tricia Phillips. Brett Allen Schnabel, in absentia. Elizabeth M. Segabarth. Corey Spatansky. Curtis A. Thomas. And Brandy L. Thompson. Congratulations, education specialist graduates. Next on our program is Dr. Carrie Rath, Director of the Initial Certification at the Advanced Level Program.
Okay, we will now begin the Master of Education and Curriculum and Instruction degree. I will read the names as Deborah Studo, Director of the Master of Education and Curriculum and Instruction program, does the hooding. Carly Ann Artiser, in absentia. Sierra Nicole Bard. Okay. Jennifer Ann Boyum. Becca Helen Bruntz. Carly Jo Busboom, in absentia. Emily Rose Katie, in absentia. Matthew Alexander Case. Hey. Hannah Elizabeth Childress, in absentia. Melanie Clark, in absentia. Anna Lee Soder, in absentia. Lauren Lee Copeland. Allison Davis, in absentia. Erica May Dettinger. Erin Elizabeth Eisbach. Amanda Elizabeth Engler, in absentia. Sheridan Erb. Kayla Finley, in absentia. Taylor Michelle Garter. Kelly Lynn Gibbons, in absentia. Alyssa Rose Grell. Jennifer Mary Griebel. Amber Ray Hall. Sylvia Grace Hammer. Megan A. Harrington Hladek. Andrea Hartman in absentia. Naomi Beth Harvey. Kelly Kathleen Helgath. Samantha Lococo Holiday. Kaylee Ann Horkey. Lindsay M. Israelson. Claire Catherine Johnson. Sadie M. Johns in absentia. Diana Kelly. Michaela Jerry Klein in absentia. Michelle Renee Knott. Taylor Dawn Mashburn. Kelly McElhose. Callie Joe Mum in absentia. Lauren Neal. Jennifer Ann Parker. Trina Ray Popple. Michael Howard Quas. Tama Rasmussen. Cody Ryan Redford. Sydney Ray Rayners. Brielle Dawn Reisenbaugh in absentia. Kayla M. Romiller in absentia. Landon Thomas Schmidt. Emily Jo Sheridan. Alexis Sherry. Bobby Singer. Madeline Rose Slodvatnik. Donald James Strassheim in absentia. Rachel Marie Steamer. Sierra Unique Tolbert. Keith Wallace, in absentia. Colton Fox Wiley. Jennifer A. Williamson. Brittany Marie Wolfgram. Casey Marie Wurst. Bailey Marie Zarbinecki. Jaron Allen Zimmerman, in absentia. Congratulations, Master of Education and Curriculum and Instruction graduates. Deborah Studo, will you please come to the podium?
Okay. We will now begin the Master of Education in School Counseling degree. I'll read the names, and Rick Richards, adjunct instructor in the Master of Education School Counseling, does the hooding. Caitlin Elizabeth Brewster. Shelby Lee Combs, in absentia. Holly Gonzer. Megan Good. Samantha Johnson. Stephanie Marie Kirkland. Jacob Veldon Morrow. Erica Monique Ochoa. Sydney Marie Page. Caitlin Plackey. And Pamela Sue Trarnach, in absentia. Congratulations to the Master of Education in School Counseling graduates. I would like to introduce Dr. Arden Sheppy, Assistant Professor of the Master of Arts in Counseling program.
We will now begin the Master of Arts in Counseling degree. I will read the names, and Dr. Courtney East, the director of the Master of Arts in Counseling program, will do the hooding. Mitchell Allen Conley. Bethany Jane Mahan. Congratulations, Master of Arts in Counseling graduates. I would now like to introduce Dr. Jennifer Bossard, Dean of the College of Business.
We will now begin the Master of Arts in Management degree. I will read the names as Dr. A.J. Chardia, Chair of the Business Department, does the hooding. Inanga Kisagi. Susan Klusman. Amanda Lyon. Lori Serb. Taylor Steiner. Takbir Svirndagwa. Bryn Williams. Congratulations, Master of Arts in Management graduates. We will now begin the Master of Business Administration degree. I will read the names as Dr. Chardia does the hooding. Ursin Altintas, in absentia. Brian Cross, in absentia. Tia Imonen. Brady Langemeyer. William Lyons, in absentia. Ruth Marino. In absentia. Ron Niewarner. In absentia. Cheyenne Ostander. Gerardo Pena, in absentia. Bethany Rupert. Cheryl Schroeder. Ryan Spear, in absentia, Edmund Tan. Andrew Tyler. Elizabeth Thomas, in absentia, Jeanette White. Benjamin Wilson. Ibimbawe Wodu, in absentia. Congratulations, Master of Business Administration graduates. We will now begin the Master of Science in Instructional Design and Technology degree. I will read the names as Dr. Deborah Meyer, Director of the Instructional Design and Technology program, does the hooding. Julie Daigle. Congratulations to the Master of Science in Instructional Design and Technology graduates. Dr. Cook Benjamin.
Will all the candidates who are to receive their baccalaureate degrees please rise and remain standing? Dr. Hughes, on behalf of the faculty, I certify that the candidates who are present have completed all of their academic requirements and are entitled to receive their baccalaureate degree.
Upon recommendation of the faculty, by the vote of the Board of Trustees, and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Nebraska, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, together with all the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. As a sign of awarding this degree, please transfer your tassel to the left side of your hat.
I'd like to introduce now Dr. Pedro Maligo, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences.
Will the remaining graduates please be seated until your robe is released? Thank you. Oh, no. Igor Andrade dos Santos. Taylor Ball. Daryl Baum. Keegan Mitchell Biffen. Nicole Bradley in absentia. Madison Sue Brandenburg. Sydney Michaela Brooks in absentia. Eric David Castaneda. Courtney Jean Chavez. Kimberly J. Christensen, magna cum laude. Kaylee Ellen Connor. Kelsey Lynn Coyle. Melissa Crew in absentia. Joshua Ryan C. Barron. Salvador Delgadillo. Adriana Alejandra Dominguez. Ruby Dominguez. Taylor Ian Drake. William Draper. Emily Sue Ficke. Barbara Ann Folsom. Jackson Frederick Horry. Abby Nicole Hedgecock. Ryan Andrew Helmuth. Enrique Miranda Enriquez. Katie Ariana High. Delilah Hrustamovich in absentia. Stephen Dean Halls, cum laude, in absentia. Jason Donald Jensen, in absentia. Molly Keefe. Hallie Rosemary Cones. Tyson Lheureux in absentia. Shelby Marie Downard Matson. Elizabeth Miller. Calvin Joseph Mitchell. Katie Jane Miller, in absentia. Alec James Oberhauser, in absentia. Jack Olson. Boston Andrew Reed, in absentia. Corinne Amy Rose, in absentia. Gerardo Ruiz Ávilas. Victoria Faith Shaban, in absentia. Linda K. Shefford, summa cum laude, in absentia. Delaney Isabel Taylor Sotomayor. Dalton Specht. David Allen Weber, cum laude. Maya Joy Williams, summa cum laude. Alyssa Wilson, cum laude. Deborah Lynn Wilson, in absentia. Dora Yang, in absentia. Susan Martin Zimmer. Congratulations, graduates. Dr. Hughes.
Again, let's give our congratulations to the graduates. And this being the holiday season, to the families of those students getting their baccalaureate degree, we have a very special gift for you. No more tuition payments. I know everyone's anxious to get the celebration to begin, but as you've seen today, it's everybody's job to give you a little bit more advice. And as the president, I get to squeeze in just a little more advice before you walk out. With your Doane degree, you are now part of a 150-year history, and you're joining a group of distinguished Doane alumni all over the world. As I said during my welcome, at Doane, we build leaders, which means as a graduate, you are built to lead. And as you engage fellow Doane alumni, you now know that they are also built to lead. So here's my advice. There are 5 things I ask everyone to remember as you go out for work in the morning, as you leave your office going back, as you look at that person in the mirror that Doane talked about. These 5 things will keep you focused. Number 1, faith. Have faith in your God, faith in yourself, faith in your calling, faith in your team. Keep the faith because you are built to lead. Number 2, don't believe the hype. You're not as good when you win nor as bad when you lose as people or the world will tell you. You're going to be constantly bombarded with white noise. Block it out. Focus on what matters. Keep the most important thing the most important thing. Keep your humility because you are built to lead. Number 3, make things better. Wherever you go, whatever you do, leave it better than you found it. Every person you come in contact with, make them better. Too many people want to gripe about what's wrong, but they don't want to do anything about it. When you see something wrong, when you see an injustice, roll up your sleeve and do something about it. Don't be passive, because you are built to lead. Number 4, hard work and perseverance trump talent every time. Let me say that again. Hard work and perseverance trump talent every time. That's pretty self-explanatory. You have both a great work ethic and perseverance because you are built to lead. And number 5, the strong take from the weak, but the smart take from the strong. The strong take from the weak, but the smart take from the strong. You are Doane graduates. You're built to lead. You're smart and you're strong. And we take from everybody. But the story doesn't stop there. We have to give back to those who need it. Because the greatest legacy a leader leaves behind is helping others get better and creating more leaders. Again, congratulations to the graduates. I wish all of you a very happy holiday season. And I extend a special thank you to all the Doane family for attending graduation with us today. Merrill will ring. Go Tigers. I'd like Maya Wilson, class of 2022, please come forward. And please stand as Maya leads us in the singing of the Doane hymn found in your programs, and remain standing while Madison Bradenberg comes forward to give the benediction.
A hymn of praise we lift. strong, lives nurtured in her halls, bespeak their answered prayer. We build on Christ this motto blessed, engraved on beryl stone, is written too in every heart that loyal beats for dawn. Keep our soul vision then, O Christ, for I undimmed and free, that we may honor God and own by building still on thee.
We are the prayer. As we leave this sacred center where we gathered for a moment in time at Doane University, may we be the prayer that goes forth. May we embrace this time of transition and remember that we are connected with gratitude for the experiences and knowledge that have formed us. May we honor both the unique differences and the shared values discovered amongst our peers and mentors, those that both inspired and challenged us. May the knowledge and friendships found here push us bravely to continue learning in the next steps of our journey. We are the prayer. May this time of transition lead to transformation, allowing us to become all we are to be. So be it. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please remain seated until all of the graduates return to the arena after the recessional. Marshals, please prepare for the recessional.
Mr. Marshall. Mr. President.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for attending the 2022 Doane University Commencement Ceremony. Please join us in congratulating our graduates. You are now dismissed. Please travel home safely, and a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you and your